Alright, welcome back. Last time we got attacked by a zombie monster and we explored the library. We found some journals left behind by the owner. We had an intimate moment with Cece where we learned that she took the blame for killing a goldfish or a clownfish back in elementary school. Yeah, now we're starting part 3. Let's go. Singing again? Oh, Pachi, you're awake? Cece, where? Oh yeah, we were hiding from that zombie. What's so funny? Is that Drew on my face? No, it's just... Have you noticed that every single time you woke up here, I'm always the first one to notice and greet you? It's a pretty funny coincidence. Yeah, coincidence. Oh, I guess that's true. Anyways, I think the coast is clear now. I took a peek through the door, but I couldn't see a zombie. You think he went upstairs? Maybe, but there's also the chance that he's camped out next to the door, waiting for us to open it. What do you want to do? Should we wait a little longer? Wait, where's Rhea? Wait, is she? No, she's still breathing. Ah, good. We probably want to get her wound cleaned and into a proper bed as soon as we can. Even if it's risky, we need to leave this room and get upstairs. She's right, there's no getting around it. Okay, we'd better move. Rhea's still kind of conked out. Conked out. So one of us will have to carry her. You decide, Pachi, who should carry Rhea? I fear that if I carry her, you might stab me in the back. So I think you should carry her. I'll go up front and keep an eye out. I can always turn back time if things get bad after all. Good point. Okay, you can leave Rhea to me. Okay, first step is to move this dresser out of the way. Yeah, does this have to make so much noise? Are you ready for this, Pachi? As ready as I'll ever be. Okay, let's open the door. Just wait a moment. Okay, I still don't hear anything. Let's try opening it now. And now we're gonna miss opening the front door by 10 seconds because we waited 10 extra seconds here. I don't see the zombie anywhere. The chair's empty too. I guess that's not like his charging station, or I guess that's not like his charging station or something. Okay, let's take a look around the stairs, or at the stairs. Carefully now. Spooky. Door in the lounge, to the lounge is upstairs. Or wait, did we close the door behind us when we came down here? I can't even remember anymore. Pachi, I don't hear any footsteps up there. It's possible he's in another room. We should move quickly while we can. If he comes back now, then our only way up will be blocked off. She has a point, but I'm still nervous. But she said we should move quickly? Let's move slowly. No, we can't risk making any noise. Let's climb up these steps carefully. Let's take our time. We're not in a hurry. I mean, we are, but... Looks like the coast is clear. All these tears in the wallpaper. I wonder if that zombie's the culprit behind them. Probably trashed around clashing and clawing at its prey. Huh? Where's your retort, Pachi? If that's true, I wonder why the zombie would suddenly start using a knife. These tears are clearly made by some other thing. It wasn't a serious theory, Pachi. But if I can board this train of thought anyway, maybe the zombie learned how to use tools? I think there's more to that zombie. Ah, is it behind me? Oh, it's just Poochie. That scared the crap out of me. Huh? Pachi, maybe you should take a step back from him. What? Why? We already know he's friendly. I don't know, I can't explain it, but I'm just getting a really bad feeling from him. What's his endgame? Poochie is the mastermind? Wait a minute. What's this dog been up to this whole time anyway? The last time I saw him, he was hanging around in this lounge. Oh, what? He ran off. Cece, why are you... I just don't get it. What is this? Maybe a memory? Cece. Oh, it's nothing, Pachi. Let's get to the foyer. If the zombies come back now, we'd have to backtrack into the basement. Pachi, come on. Yeah, let's move. The door is already slightly open, and I don't hear any sounds coming from the foyer. We need to open this door. Always wait. Okay, Cece, I'm pushing open the door. Okay, we're almost there. How are you holding up, Pachi? I say this with love, but you don't exactly have the sturdiest heart for this sort of thing. I'm fine, we're almost to our goal anyway. If you say so, then. Just don't let your guard down. Mistakes tend to happen the moment you get overconfident. Yeah, don't break focus. Just one last step. Let's see, where should I go? I am curious about the bathroom. Guess I should go check out that bathroom. There probably isn't any way to escape there, but might as well see if there are any interesting clues. Wait, Pachi, why are you going to that bathroom? I know we need Ria's room clean, but if the zombie comes while we're in there, we'll be trapped. We should use one of the bathrooms upstairs. You're so suspicious. Right, that makes sense. Does it? Let's see, where should I go? I might as well join Cecilia in the kitchen. It'd be nice if I can find something to eat too. Pachi? Why are you going to the kitchen? Okay, you're forcing me. Wait, what the heck am I doing? What did I say about being overconfident? So it's been a really long day. This isn't the time to be fooling around on purpose, you know? I'll do whatever I want. I can mess around on purpose if I want to. I insist. Okay, it won't let me. Right, going upstairs would be the best option. So you see, we're going up. We should be in the clear now, as long as that zombie isn't on the second floor. This is going way too smoothly. Ria's still unconscious, so if we're going to clean her wound, it'd be best to use a shower head. And then if you need a good bed after, yeah, you should take Ria to the master bedroom. Right, makes... Wait, I should take her, or where are you going? I'm going to check the attic real quick. You said there was a blue book that had the page about the gate to hell, right? Yeah? That's right, I guess this version of Cece never got to check out the attic in detail. Do you really need to go? What if the zombie corners you there? Now, we've learned that being separated is a really good idea in this house. Now, Pachi, are you worried about me? I'll be fine, I still have my knife with me. Besides, I have a theory I want to confirm about the strange things happening in this house. And if I'm right, we'll know how to get out of here without killing anyone. Really? Maybe, but I'll need to read through that book first to be sure. Be sure to block the door with something, okay? I'll knock when I come back. Cece, I better hurry and clean Ria's wound. Okay, first I gotta block the door. Let's see, this gesture should do the trick. Okay, we should have checked the bathroom before blocking the door. What if the zombie's in the bathroom? Okay, next is the wounds. Is he behind the shower curtains? Let's get that cloak and her jacket off. Oh, that's not a pretty cut. Okay, guess there was no zombie behind the curtains. It's no use, I can't help but worry about everything. Cece's all alone in the attic again. Ria's still passed out. And me, it's slow, but memories of my life are resurfacing. I should be dead, so am I a zombie too or something? Gah. She moved. No, she's still unconscious. I hope this is enough to clean a wound, not to dry her arm off and wrap it. What can I use here? Ah, one of the towels Cece used after a shower. I guess beggars can be choosers. Sorry, Ria, but I'm gonna use this to dry and wrap up your wound. There, I think that should do it. I haven't been alone like this for some time now. I don't know what I'm doing. Try to break the window. Try to break the window. Try to break the window. No one's gonna stop you. You're alone. Alright, I gotta Ria into the bed. Treated her wound. Block the door. Guess there's nothing to do but wait until Cece gets back. When will this end? Can we really make this all end? Another thing I noticed, in all your time travel tales, not a single one ends with you being killed. Which begs the question, what happens if you die? Do you still go back in time? Well, Pachi, aren't you just a teeny tiny bit curious? We did. Didn't we not die in the fire? I'm in hell, aren't I? I'm already dead. And yet I can still experience the pain of being stabbed, being burned alive. And then I get sent back in time to experience it all over again. Someone, anyone, help me. Please. Pachi. Rhea, this is the master bedroom. Did you bring me up here, Pachi? Rhea, you're awake? Yes, I'm sorry I weighed you down earlier. No, scratch that. You and Cece, you fought that monster and kept me safe, didn't you? Thank you, you saved my life. Rhea. Pachi? I'm so glad you're okay. I couldn't. No good, my thoughts are just... Come on, is this really worth crying over? Besides, it was only one cut on my arm. I can still move it too. Pachi, now that I think about it, we never finished our conversation in the basement. The one we were having before Cecilia woke up. Huh? Your reaction tells me a lot must have happened since then. I was asking you what happens if you or I jumped into the basement, Pachi. Right, I vaguely recall something like that. You were hesitant about saying what happens if you jump in. I didn't want to push the issue any further, so I brought the topic back to myself, but... Something terrible, something worse than death happened to you, didn't it? I won't ask you to say what happened, but if that's what is weighing heavy on your heart, then you should know that I finally remember. The light, your scream. I remember it all. So, if you feel like you're alone in your suffering, if you're about to go mad from the endless torture, keep in mind that there are others who know your pain, others who are desperately seeking the solution. You don't have to feel like you're fighting alone. I'm not alone? Now, whenever you're ready, tell me everything that happened since we got attacked. Yeah, there's still work to be done. I need to get Rhea caught up. Not that much happened. I shared everything I could remember, including any clues I found in the library. I skipped over what I talked about with Cece, though. And now we're here, waiting for Cece to come back from the attic. I see, I'm sorry I've weighted you down like that. No, you don't need to apologize, you were injured pretty badly. And there was no way we were going to leave you alone when that zombie's still on the loose. Rhea? Is it a zombie though? Maybe it was someone pretending to be dead to catch us by surprise. Yeah, that's what I think. Maybe, but that doesn't change the fact that they tried to kill us. Perhaps not, but... Pachi, what do you think is really going on around here? What do you mean? Well, as far as Cecilia and I are concerned, we never fully explored the entirety of this house, but... According to you, the only place we hadn't checked was the basement. I guess so, yeah? But after we checked out the basement and an underground passage, we got ambushed by that monstrous attacker. And then we were trapped in the library for a while, yes? No doors leading to other rooms in there? You've realized it, haven't you, Pachi? With your own eyes, you checked every room in this house now. All of those clues, all of those deaths you've experienced. And yet, there's a critical question we still don't have the answer to. Who is the mastermind of this killing game? If I had to pick right now, I would say Cecilia, the mastermind. There is no obvious culprit hiding anywhere, so what do you think this means? Do I know who it is? If I think back to everything I've experienced so far. It's a dog! The one who orchestrated this whole killing game is... the monstrous attacker, the dog, one of us. It might actually be the dog, by the way. But... no. Can only be one of us, right? And which one of us do you suspect could be the mastermind? The true villain behind the killing game is... the third club member. Cancel your accusation. You think it's Cece, don't you? You probably always did. Even way back, when we were first investigating the second floor, you were keen to suspect a small girl. Maybe not the girl who lived here, but I don't know what you're talking about. As far as I'm aware, we've never investigated the second floor together. But I can't deny I suspected Cecilia at first. And now you don't? As much as she comes across as a little less than sane, is the fact that she risked her life to save us. She followed through with her promise. How about this, Pachi? I swear to you here and now, with Rhea as my witness, I won't allow either of you to come into any harm. That's a promise. Did I? Yeah, I saved. It sounded so hollow, so fake at the time, but after all that's happened since, how could we possibly suspect her now? Can I point out that her being sus about the chair and pretending to break windows? She's got a point. I guess that wasn't the right answer. Well then, who do you think is the mastermind, Rhea? Rhea? I just don't know anymore. Okay, I'm guessing... should I go back and try to, like, narrow it down, or... let's go with this for now. Ever since we had a conversation in the basement, my head has been an absolute mess. We probably get a bad end if we don't point out the mastermind here. It also doesn't help that I woke up from a horrible nightmare just moments ago. A nightmare? It's a terrifying one where I kept getting killed over and over. I wonder if this is anything like your time traveling, Pachi. Wait, come to think of it, when I was asleep in the basement, I didn't have a strange dream. Focus your mind, Henry. Huh? There's no more? Could this mean I don't turn back time anymore? Pachi? Wait, no, I can still go back. I'm turning back time right now, look. Pachi? Ria, I think it'll be fine. We're nearly at the end of all this. Everything will be alright. What makes you so sure? I even tried concentrating, but I couldn't see any more unusual memories. I don't know what the future looks like going forward from here. In other words, it should be the final killing game. I see, so the time loops have finally come to an end. Okay. If that is the case, then I want to go back and... Should I do this? This feels kind of cheap. No, let's go with this for now. Oops. She doesn't look relieved at all. In fact, I think she's even more troubled. Ria, are you okay? Why? Why is it all ending now? What changed? Ria. I'm sorry. I suppose the thought of the killing game finally ending is frightening. You said that you don't know the future. That means you also don't know how the killing game will end. Sure, we could all escape this nightmare safely, but you know, there's another possibility. Yeah, it could end because one of us finally dies. Permanently. It might be because of her injury, but I've never seen Ria look this drained. What should I do? Should I change the topic? Or maybe it'd be better to leave her alone now. Keep talking? So, Rio, why exactly did you join the occult club? You're asking that now? I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but I don't know, I guess I'm curious. Ria? I'm sorry, it just... The way you shrugged awkwardly just now reminded me of someone I know. Really? Who? Someone you've never met. Do you remember back in the dining room when we talked about the third member in the occult club? Alright, it didn't seem like you wanted to talk about that, though. It's fine now. I think, no, you definitely deserve to know. As of this year, the occult club currently consists of 3 members. There's Cecilia, the president, then there's me, and finally, the 3rd member. Her name is Carol Maria. Carol Maria? Shady parents. Carol and Maria? It's both of those names put together. Her parents were whimsical, not important right now. Anyway, Carol, Maria, and I were acquainted long before we joined the occult club. We met in our first semester of high school. She and I have opposite personalities, and back in the day, we were like oil and water. Huh? Oil and... not knowing words. As in, we didn't get along. In fact, our very first conversation began with me yelling at her. What in the world are you all doing? Huh? Who's this tiny little kid? I guess she's a first year. Do you know this girl, Carol? Nope, first time seeing her. First period is already underway, and you're all here with... Wait, is that... Oh, lighten up 4 eyes. Come on, you can try one if you want. You shouldn't be doing this. Fucking narc. Now check it out, the kid's trying to tell us what we can and can't do. Hey, keep your voice down. What if the teacher shows up? This isn't about me, it's about being proper members of society. Huh? What did you say? What's wrong with you? Why do you keep mumbling like that? You said something about society. Huh? We got a little lady justice over here. I'm not... Aren't you a first year? You've only been in high school for like, what, a week? Move along, kid. It's clearly too soon for you to join our fun. Okay, it's being made out as if these people are like horrible bullies. They're being pretty reasonable, I think. They're not being that mean or that crazy. What? Dude, you made her cry. You're so bad. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, come here, kid. Let me... Ouch. What, Carol? I already crossed the line, and we're about to cross another one. It's been fun, I guess, but we're done here. Never talk to me again. Carol, you... Hey, 4 eyes is running. Crap, we gotta clean this up before a teacher comes. What, are you gonna kill her? Pant, gasp, wheeze. Hey, Phil, first year girl, slow down. Pant, you're one fast. I'm sorry, what was your name again? Mine's Carol Maria. Carol Maria. It's actually the name Carol and Maria stuck together with a hyphen. I know it's weird, but screw you and screw those guys. Oh, whoa, so you can't speak louder. You're the same age as me, right? You've only been here for a week too, right? Yes, that's correct. What were you thinking? Those guys were, oh, you don't have to say it. Look, yes, they were doing something bad, but like, they're not. They were smoking the devil's lettuce. They're not. Sorry, no, you're right. I guess I could hang out with other people. I just kind of went with the flow, you see? The flow led you to commit a I didn't try any of those, I swear. I was just hanging with them. I mean, you know what it's like, right? First few days of high school, you want to make friends right away so you can... you have friends, right? No. You know what? Tell me your name. Come on, quickly. Oriana. Oriana, from this day onwards, we're friends. Huh? No thanks. Pff, I got rejected instantly. You're actually pretty funny, huh, Oriana? Wait, you weren't joking? I have no interest in befriending someone who is predisposed to physical violence. You're so annoying. I think so. You need to get beaten up, I think. Maybe the bullies were right. Physical violence. You mean that slap earlier? That was because... Hey, what are you two doing in the hallway? You should be in class right now. Oh crap, Oriana, let's talk again at lunch, okay? That was quite the story. I remember the details vividly. It was an important day for me after all. It almost felt like I was there myself. Come on. Come on now. Looking back on it now, becoming friends with Curl Maria shaped us both into better, stronger people. She taught me how to assert myself more, and I taught her how to make better decisions in life. That's certainly a way to phrase it. It's not like even back in the day you had a strong moral compass. Strong enough to push you into confronting a group of delinquents all by yourself. I suppose so, yes. I was certainly aware of how small and timid I was, and yet I still charged ahead reflectively. And look at you now, you're definitely not small anymore. Or, sorry, what I meant was, it's fine, I know what you mean. To this day, Curl Maria likes to tease at how much I grew over the years. And what about her? Did Curl Maria grow a lot too? Not much physically, but a lot mentally. When we first met, she didn't have the best grades. But once it became nearly time for us to graduate high school, she was suddenly enthusiastic about studying. I found out that it was because she was keen to go to the same college I planned on enrolling on. I told her we shouldn't aim for something so impossible for such a silly reason, but she shouldn't aim. She refused to give up. She pushed herself through countless all-nighters. Not just studying, but working in order to afford tutoring. She became a shell of herself, so I eventually begged her to slow down and get some proper rest. I even offered to go to a different college with lighter entry requirements. It didn't matter to me where I went for my education. But I made her get upset with me. She said she would never forgive herself if her best friend got pulled down by her own failure. So idiotic, right? No, I don't think she was wrong to try so hard. I'm talking about myself. What? I know Curl Maria very well. She's the type to never ever give up, no matter how hard things get. That's why I shouldn't have denied her efforts. I should have helped the moment I learned what her goal was. It was the least I could do after everything she had done for me. Hmm? She's doing it again. That ring hanging on your neck. I noticed you keep fiddling with it. Yes, it's actually an earring, but I didn't want to get my ear pierced. It was a gift from Curl Maria the day we both got successfully admitted to my first choice college. Kind of like this earring? Like this earring that I'm wearing right now? It's like this earring, you mean? So Curl Maria, her studies paid off? Through some miracles, yes, the day we learned the news, she was so thrilled. All her vigor came back at once, and she tackled me, causing us both to fall to the floor. And she gave me the biggest, shiniest smile I've ever seen in my whole life. I've never seen Ria glow like this before. That must be a good memory for you. It is. From a young age, I knew what I wanted to do, what kind of person I wanted to be. But I was small, weak, unable to even speak my mind, and the thought of that being my identity forever haunted me. But then, Curl Maria proved to me that people can grow and change. That even the lowest people can do great things if they try. I knew my path would be marred in darkness and uncertainty, but she became my light. Without her, I wouldn't be even half the person I am today, maybe even physically. Ria. You're stronger than you think. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? All I'm saying is it's thanks to Curl Maria that I've grown out of being that timid little girl. Sure, but if I understand your story correctly, it went both ways. Curl Maria was a kid hanging out with a bad crowd, not knowing any better. Then you show up and show her a better, brighter path to take by being your friend instead. And it isn't even the current day Ria oozing with confidence and strength. The Ria that Curl Maria went to chase after. It was the Ria who was small and quiet, yet stood up to a group of delinquents all the same. You get what I'm saying, right? A group of delinquents who were not doing anything to you, mind you. A group of delinquents who were just minding their own business. And you came up to them and were like, hey, stop doing drugs. That's illegal. I never thought about it that way. Ria? Do you think if Curl Maria didn't chase after me that day, would I still have grown? Would I still have become the person I always wanted to be? It's hard to say. Right. But There's no point in wondering about what ifs like that. Maybe Carol Maria was the key to your growth, or maybe she wasn't. Either way, you were the one who pulled her into your life. The tiny little Oriana of the past had guts, and through those guts, she obtained other things essential to her growth. And now, thanks to her, we're here. You're here. I think that's worth easing up on her a bit, don't you? I've been talking quite a bit, getting kind of embarrassed. Or you know, maybe I'm misreading all this. After all, I've never met Carol Maria. Sniff. Sorry, I need a moment. Okay. Rhea, I don't know what it is, but something deep inside me wants to protect you at all costs. I wonder what it could be. But I know you're strong. Any normal human beings in this situation would have lost all hope by now. But I think... No, I know for sure that I will be relying on you for the challenges up ahead. She's finally calmed down. But yeah, back to the original question. The reason you joined... Actually, I think I can guess. You joined the occult club because Carol Maria became enamored with it, yes. It was during a student club exhibition event where Cecilia ran up to the two of us and said, "Psst, Pachi, you there? Oh, looks like Cece's back. You can stay here, Rhea. I'll go talk to her." Okay. Cece? Yep, it's me, Cece. Can you open the door? The coast is clear, right? You can say that. Actually, you should probably come take a look at this. What? Okay, hang on. Let me unblock the door. Don't stab me when I open the door. No, and upon opening the door out into the hall, a sick surprise was awaiting me, seemingly void of any purpose beyond the amusement of a maniac. Is the little girl's body? What is this? Look here at the floor. Huh? That's... Oh no! Pachi! He's not wearing his collar. Don't let Oriana see this. Pachi? Why is Pachi? I don't know. After I finished my business in the attic, I came down and found him already dead and lying there. And it could have only been that zombie? Who knows, but considering the lack of blood, it's safe to say that Pachi was killed somewhere else and brought here after. Why would anyone do that? It must be a warning. A warning for what? After I found Pachi here, I checked the front door downstairs. It was still shut tight. I don't believe you. Which means that Pachi losing his life doesn't qualify for opening that door. Then that means one of us humans has to die in order for anyone to escape. We can't go back to that. We're so close to the truth once we find the true mastermind. But there was no such person in the basement now, was there? That's... Unless you want to climb that mindless, rotting zombie as someone, the cunning mastermind behind all this. But he might be exactly that. Maybe he's pretending to be mindless. But he lost his sanity just before he attacked. Either way, what do you propose we do then? It's not like we have any clue as to where that zombie went. And as you recall, we were given 20 hours. Time is running out. Cece, what are you doing? We're supposed to be a team now, right? Why are you trying to restart the killing game? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just being realistic here. We know from your time traveling that the door definitely opens if one of us dies. And if Pachi doesn't count, what other choices do we have? There's no other way out. No, there's still one option. We can escape by digging through the underground passage, using what Cece learned in the attic, killing the zombie. I think this is going to be a forced choice. I mean, like, digging through the underground passage, there's no way that works, right? The hatch in the basement leads to an underground passage that stops short, right? If we can find a shovel or something similar, then we can. Didn't someone mention before that the passage gets engulfed in flames when you enter it, Pachi? Ah, crap, that's right. We won't get a lot of digging done if we're being burned alive while doing it. Any other of these? Using what Cece learned in the attic. You said you were going to the attic to read that book about the gate to hell, right? Did you find anything that can help us escape? Oh yeah, that, no, it turns out I was wrong. The book only explained how to open and close a gate to hell. This house isn't exactly one of those. Darn, okay, different plan. I don't believe you. We can escape by killing the zombie. But you said a human needs to die in order for that door to open. What if we just find and kill that zombie? Pachi, by definition, zombies are already dead. No, let me rephrase that. Let's find and kill that human being that's pretending to be a zombie. Huh? You think that killer zombie was on an act? Yeah, obviously. I'm positive he was faking it. And what makes you so sure? Because of Pachi. Huh? You mean this dead dog here? It's like you said, if the dog was killed somewhere else and left here as a warning, who could have possibly done something like that? Ah. I guess that makes sense. Alright, I guess it's not like things will get any worse for us if it turns out that guy doesn't open the door. Well, other than the man's blood staining our hands for all eternity. I'm ready to bear that sin. Maybe you are, but what about the rest of us? You realize I'm the only one strong enough to take the man on in the fight, right? What if he isn't the mastermind? An innocent man's blood was staining these maidenly hands of mine. Don't worry about that. I'll take responsibility for it. I'm already dead after all. What's another sin or two to stain my hands? Aha, that was quite a line you just used, Pachi. Okay, let's go find that zombie. I actually already checked all the rooms in the second floor and didn't see him. He's probably somewhere in the lower floors. Wanna head down now? Yeah, we need to put an end to this. This might even be how the killing game finally comes to an end. Pachi? Uh-oh. Don't look at Pucci. What's going on? Ria, you okay to move? Oh crap, she's gonna see. Pucci? What happened to Pucci? Hey, why won't you answer me? Look, we don't have a lot of time left, Pachi. Let's get moving. Yes, he's right, except... I can't Pucci again. This scene looks unnatural. Maybe I should actually take a closer look. Sorry, Sissy, could you give me a moment to inspect Pucci's body real quick? What? Why? There's just something bothering me about this scene. That he's missing the collar, or...? He's doing a pose like a human being, like he was covering a wound on his chest after he died. Okay, I guess that zombie isn't going anywhere. Go ahead and take your time. Thanks, Sissy. The main thing bothering me is that it's not really clear how he died. I can probably do this quickly. Pucci. Now that I'm getting a good look at his face, where are his eyes? They're submerged under his thick fur. It really gives him an aged look. How old is this dog anyway? Pucci's neck. Maybe he died from strangulation? Wait, where did his collar go? I'm sure he had one, a really creepy one. I wonder if it has anything to do with how or why he died. Squishy paw pads that Ria gushed over before. It'd be a cute sight if things were a little different right now. I don't think there's anything unusual about... Wait, there's a little bit of red ink on his back paw. How could it have gotten on there? It's not like every room in this house has red ink in it. It's in the attic, right? Maybe there's a clue on the hallway floor around Pucci. No signs of blood being wiped or anything. The chances that Pucci's body was left here after his death are very high. Pucci's chest. Yeah, there's no heartbeat, no way to deny it. Pucci's dead. But how though? I don't see any wounds on his chest. It's hard to see his back from here. Let's get a closer look. I don't see anything that looks like a wound. How did Pucci die? What am I missing? Oh, the tail? Pucci's tail. I don't think I've ever seen it wag. Or wait, maybe I have? Like when he would run around trying to confuse us? Was he doing that to play with us? How did he see us anyway? Have I investigated Pucci's body enough? To help Cece find that zombie now. Pachi, wait, Ria, you should probably get a little more rest. I'm sorry, you're right. Listen to me, Pachi. Yeah, I'm listening. Stay extremely vigilant. Don't let your guard down, even for a second. Okay, I will. But I should be fine if I'm with Cece. Yeah, that's what I mean. Huh? You said the killing game will end soon, right? And we're almost at the end of the time limit too. If the two of you are alone together and Cecilia decides it's too risky to keep everyone alive, you should go now before she suspects us. Be careful, Pachi. Pachi, come on. Alright. No, I trust her. I don't. We're so close. I can't fall apart now, right? Oh, we still have 20 hours. It's fine. The front door is still closed, just like Cece said. When we're not going to try opening it, because we just take her word for it that it's locked. Looks like he's nowhere inside from here. I guess we'll have to check one of the rooms. Right. Oh, Pachi, what's wrong? You suddenly seem down. No, I'm fine. Come on, you need to focus here. We can literally get ambushed at any point. Keep your ears peeled and your eyes on alert. I know. I could get ambushed. We have the kitchen, the bathroom, and the lounge. Which rooms do you want to check out, Pachi? Let's see. Okay, then let's go to... I'm curious about the bathroom. Because we have not seen our reflection yet in this route. I want to go check that I'm still who I think I am. Let's check out this bathroom. It's a little small, but he could be hiding in there. Okay, maybe he's taking care of his business in there. Considering how small the bathroom is, we could probably bust through the door and catch him by surprise. I'll have my knife at the ready. Okay, you go first, though. Okay, let's open the bathroom door. carefully. Looks like nobody's in here. Check the mirror, please. Check the mirror. Pachi, weren't you listening to my suggestion? Yes, but it's still good to be careful. He could have been waiting for us to open it. Yeah, that's a good point. Come to think of it, Pachi, have you ever checked this bathroom out before? I think so. There were sometimes I didn't get the chance to, though. Any interesting events happen to you? Right, I ran into Pachi and... he'd suddenly run off and look at me as though he wanted me to chase him. Just what was he up to? Pachi, what's up? Do you remember something? Yeah, but I don't think it's important right now. You sure the more clues we have, the better chances at understanding the zombies' movements. Come on, even the tiniest detail may help. Maybe you looked in the mirror and noticed something unusual? Yes, unusual. No? There's nothing unusual except... Is this really my own face? I can't believe I'm still missing memories. Is this us looking at the mirror right now, or is this us remembering looking at the mirror? Well, it was worth a shot. Huh? Let's head back to the foyer. Yeah, let's. Okay, so she sees that we have the bracelet, right? Okay, then let's go to... recheck the bathroom. I'm curious about the door we missed in the kitchen. Let's check out the kitchen. Maybe that's where he's been hiding this whole time. Good idea. Plus, if you're right that he's just pretending to be a zombie, he might be eating something. Let's take a stealthy approach and ambush him. Okay, opening the door to the dining room. I wonder if we've had a lot of like stealthily or quickly choices. I wonder if any of them matter. No sign of him. I'm not hearing any sounds coming from the kitchen either. We should still take a look. Yep, just stay behind me. He's not here either. Guess he wasn't here eating something after all. There goes our great ambush plan. Huh? Wait, eating? Are you hungry at all, Cecilia? No, not really. How about you, Pachi? No, but isn't that strange? The last time we ate anything was almost a day ago after we had that long discussion. How are we still not hungry? Because you're using the Sekimeya, and when you use the Sekimeya, it's replicating the state that you would be in the future, and you would have eaten if you didn't travel to the past. So your body is being recreated at the instance that you've already eaten. It's that simple. Ah, you're right. That's really weird. Oh, you know what? It's probably just the adrenaline. I mean, we're in a really intense situation. We're trying to kill a man before he can kill us. Right. Something feels wrong here. Anyway, let's go back to the foyer, Pachi. Yeah, let's go. We're not going to talk about the door that we didn't see last time for some reason. I still think Cece is the mastermind, even though the game told me she wasn't when I said she was when I talked to Oriana. As for the lounge, I get the feeling he would have gone back to the basement. And man, your courage, Pachi. Hey, it's funny to think that just earlier we were climbing up the floors, hoping to avoid the zombie. And now here we are, doing the opposite of both. Alright, guess you're not in the mood for irony right now. I'll leave opening the door to you. I'll just be ready for anything. No, you go first. Okay, let's open the door to the lounge. I don't see him. Is the room empty? No sign of him, Pachi. And I guess we should check the basement next. We never closed the door to it, right? Let me check it out first. Is that zombie really not the father of the house? Ria was so sure the culprit is the father, but... He's whoever this man is, he's dead. If he's the father of the house, if he's the mastermind behind the killing game, then the three of us are really all alone in here. There's no way out of having one of us die. What should I be doing? I want to know the truth, but we also need to believe we can escape. The mastermind, the zombie, the father of the house. They all really the same person? Maybe one of these labels is a fake. Pachi. I couldn't hear anything, so I tried going down for a bit. He's not there. Not in the library either. Can we go check ourselves and not just take your word for it? I see. Do you want to check it out for yourself? Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm scared you're gonna stab me in the back if I do, but for curiosity's sake. Yeah, just to be sure. Okay, I'll be right behind you. Can you be in front of me? I'd rather you be in front of me, but sure, I'll be right behind you when I'm ready. Wait, why do you freeze up? Did you change your mind? No, I'm okay. Come on, stay focused. Even with the lights on, it's still pretty dark down there. Guess there's no backing out of this. Just say, actually, you have the knife, right? So you should go ahead of me so you can stab him if he pops out. Hello? Hello? No signs of him. See, I told you, not a single sign of life or reanimated life. Look, check the library. It's definitely her, the daughter from the launch photos. Why is her body here? Why wasn't it buried properly? The mother mentions the addressee, most likely the father, was beating his son. And the result of that is the son urging for the mother to leave the house. But there's no mention of the daughter at all. Nothing that suggests the mother took her daughter with her, but that the son rescued his sister himself. Yes, through some unknown means the daughter must have died first. That has to be the tragedy that tore their family apart. Pachi, we don't have time to investigate. Let's get back to looking for the zombie. Right. Back to the foyer. Maybe the zombie is doing like a Scooby-Doo thing and he's like leaving every room as soon as we enter it. We need to be systematic about this. Wait, we already checked everywhere. That's impossible. We didn't check the attic. We only saw her go up. She said she went up there, but like we didn't check herself. And the other rooms on the second floor too. Pachi. Why can't we find him? I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense. Where could he have gone? Pachi, you need to take a deep breath. The only possible explanation is that at some point he managed to slip past us. Let's check every room again, just to be sure. We should check the second floor again. Maybe he went up these stairs while we were gone. I'm so tired of this. Pachi. Maria? Come on, snap out of it. Are you feeling better now? Not exactly. There's something you need to see. What is it? Just come upstairs, quickly. Well, that was cryptic. Guess we should head up now? Yep, we've already checked out the bottom floors. Might as well head back up where it's safer. Safer, huh? Rhea? Isn't that the little girl's bedroom? The one Cece was using? Yes, here, this is what I wanted you to look at. And as the door slowly opened, little did I know that yet another sick surprise awaited me. One that would trigger a spiral of chaos to bury us deeper still into this twisted box of horrors. Holy, that can't be. Is it gonna be our own body or something? Or is it just a zombie? Okay, it's just a zombie. The zombie, the one who could be the mastermind of the killing game, he's been killed? How? Why? Who could have? I mean, it's either Cecilia or Oriana. But who could have? We were supposed to. Ah! I wish it didn't have to end like this, with both Pachi and a human being dead. But I suppose this must be how the killing game finally comes to a definitive end. This is. I don't feel anything in my head. I guess my time travel power doesn't react to just any dead body, but this is how it ends. Somebody dead and without any explanation. But who is this guy and who killed him? Pachi, you don't have to look so pained. I mean, we're already trying to hunt him down and kill him anyway, right? But this just doesn't make any amount of sense. Sissy, you said he wasn't in any of the rooms on the second floor. Did you seriously not notice something like this in your own room, Cecilia? Unless you lied to us. Wait, what's going on with you two? Why would I lie about not knowing there was a gosh dang corpse in my room? And why would I tag along with Pachi on a wild goose chase searching for said dead body? Ugh, this is insanity. What am I supposed to do anymore? Pachi, snap out of it. Even if this isn't the base way things could have turned out, the killing game is finally over. One of us died, exactly as that cursed message on the front door demanded. And you're not rewinding time anymore, right? We didn't hear the door opening, though. This must finally be the good ending. Yeah, good ending? Pachi, I can't get near a corpse, so you should examine his pockets. He'll likely have a key or something that will let us finally leave. Right, leave it to me. Ria's right, the game is finally over. I just need to examine his pockets. His face is still wrapped in bandages. Take them off. I'm still convinced this man is the father of this house, but there's no way to know unless I remove these. I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now, though. I guess we can look at his face later. No, check. Oh, man. The knife is stuck into his chest. This has to be the murder weapon, right? Why does it look like the knife... Okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say it looks like it's still sheeted, but no, that's just a blade. Looks grey, I think. If memory serves, this is the very knife that this person used to attack us in the basement. So that means someone took his knife from him and used it to kill him, so maybe it was self-defense. There's multiple wounds on his back too. Isn't that kind of overkill considering how deep his chest wound is? Wait, now that I think about it, why was the knife left in his chest? Did he get stabbed in the back first? That would hardly be self-defense then. What happened here? Dress shoes for men, nothing unusual about these. Wait, that's strange. There isn't any blood in the soles. That means he didn't step in any blood. There's no bloody footprints anywhere either. So was he already seated when he was stabbed? But it doesn't make sense. Why would anyone stab a seated person in the chest? That's the third time there's been weird things about people dying while they're sitting down. There's a stuff for a panda sitting by the body. It's probably witnessed all the gruesome events that transpired here. If only I can interrogate it. Wait, I'm not looking around here to play detective. I should stop if I am. Come on, focus on checking the body. Some blood got onto the bedpost here. I guess this means he already had open bleeding wounds on his back before he fell down and leaned against it. Didn't we say he got stabbed while he was sitting down? Wait, but that would mean the knife in his chest was only stabbed in there after it was used to stab his back? Yeah. Why would anyone do that? He's still sitting in a pool of blood. Yeah, blood doesn't freak me out at all anymore. That's weird. I've seen a lot of blood up till now, but the blood here looks off. Is it thicker somehow? Oh, is it ink? Wait, and also, there's only blood around his body and nowhere else? It means he was seated before he was killed? Pachi, what's up? No, it's nothing. I think he's pulling a prank on us. He's wearing black gloves that go up to just before his wrists. His wrists were always exposed like that, right? If I think back to the basement... Yeah, they were definitely exposed. Weird. I wonder why I thought otherwise. What? What does that mean? Okay, I want to go check something in my recording real quick. Is it that when he started stabbing us, then his wrists were covered? Hang on. Hang on a second. When were his wrists not covered? Or when were his wrists covered? No, his wrists were uncovered. When he tried to stab us too, like the sprite that showed up on screen. I'm looking at it right now. What? What does that even mean? I had a strange feeling from staring at his exposed wrists, but no, now's not time for idle thoughts. We need to find the key. Now that I think about it, what's this hood about? It doesn't really feel like a fashion choice. There are all these weird symbols along the hem. Probably has something to do with all the occult-related things in this house. The smell of blood, and I think this is rotting flesh. I don't see any. Oh, I guess this must be something with only pockets on the inside part. Guess I don't have a choice. I'll need to get closer. Uh-oh. Okay, this side is empty, and the other side. Oh, what's this? Those are our phones. Alright, the reason we couldn't call for help. Here, this one's mine. This is Cecilia's. And this one must be yours. Pachi, what's wrong? I don't know what this is? You don't know what a cell phone is? I guess that would go along with everything else you didn't know. Is this really a phone? What are you talking about? Of course it is. I thought phones were more, I don't know, bigger with handles? Phones have been shaped like this for decades now, Pachi. But I suppose you still haven't recovered all of your memories. For some reason, I don't think my memory loss is the problem here. Okay, let me try calling for her. I feel like us being like a spirit of someone who died a long time ago, it doesn't explain all the words we didn't know. Like, we didn't know what a clownfish was. That's like, clownfish still existed 30 years ago. Maybe it's that we're a child and we just like a child from a long time ago. Like the daughter, maybe, perhaps. I still don't have all my memories back, and it includes my passcode. In fact, who knows if this is even mine? I suppose that makes sense. Oh, wait, let me try calling for her. There's no signal. Cecilia, how about you? Huh? Oh, what is it? Looks like you don't have a signal either. Yeah, I guess we'll have to try again later. Oh, what's wrong, Pachi? You're staring at me. Sorry, it's nothing. Oh, you're hiding so much shit from us, man. We may be able to get a better signal once we're out of the house. Hurry, let's find the key for the front door. Right, Wait, there's nothing else in his pockets? No, maybe if I keep looking? It's not here. And that means... Pachi, why did you stop investigating? Wait, you couldn't find anything else on this person? Nothing? Nothing like a key or a memo that explains how we could get out? No, there wasn't anything like that. The door. Is the front door open? I mean, someone died. According to the message, the door should... Come on, let's hurry down. And we're gonna try opening it. We're not just gonna look at it and see that it's closed and not try to open it, right? And now we're gonna try to open it. No, it's still... There's no escape. Okay. You take the handle with your hand, you grasp your fingers around it, and then you pull. And then maybe that'll help. Guys, let's face reality now. Okay. This door is 100% not locked. It's way too suspicious that we've never tried opening it. Reality? Sure, one way or another, we successfully defeated the evil mastermind of this heinous killing game. And yet the door still refuses to open. Now, why do you suppose that is? I guess Ria's still in shock. Okay, what do you think, Pachi? Why is the door still closed despite the man upstairs being dead? We're still missing something. That person's death did not qualify. Only the culprit knows how to open it. He'd always watched us until one of us died and then opened the door afterwards, but now... Does that really make sense considering your memories, Pachi? Should you would always hear the front door opening immediately after someone would die in front of you. It could just be because he knew somehow, maybe by using some occult magic. Come on, Pachi, it's really much more simple than that. We checked every room. The mastermind's pockets were empty. From this, we can draw one conclusion. The house is a will of its own. It operates on its own rules. The house itself? No. What? Do you hear what you're saying and you're telling us to face reality? I mean, isn't it the only explanation that fits? Pachi, think back to all the other times the front door opened. What's the one thing they all had in common? Every time the front door opened. Pachi, you know better than any of us that what the only means of escape is, Pachi. I know it's not exactly the most ideal means, but it's the only way to truly end all of this. We have no more options to explore, and we're starting to run out of time. And if a house can suddenly burn people alive on a whim, I hate to imagine what it could do if we wait out the time limit. We need to decide this now. I can't, not like... Now, as horrible as this is, let's try to reach a group consensus on who should be the one to die. A consensus? Yes, as in all three of us must collectively agree on who should die and accept that outcome. Is this going to be like the choice at the very beginning of the game? That's fine with you, right? Pachi, I have a proposition for you. Don't you agree that someone who has committed a crime is less deserving of salvation? A crime? What do you... Who killed the mastermind, Pachi? Who? Mastermind, the man upstairs. Wait, she's right. Considering the circumstances, all the clues I found, who could have possibly killed the mastermind? I mean, I think it was ink. I don't think he's really dead. We said the blood looked weird. It could have been a suicide. Maybe he felt really guilty about all of this, and actually, you saw the state his body was in. Did that really look like anything but homicide? There's no point trying to avoid it. You know they could have only been Rio. Wait, what in the world are you talking about? We know that the mastermind killed Pachi and left his body in the hallway, which means he was still alive at that. It could have been you, which means he was still alive at that point. After which, Pachi and I went looking for the zombies in the lower floors, but Rio was alone in the second floor, and the body was found in the little girl's bedroom, right? Do you honestly believe I went looking for the man and killed him all by myself? Need I remind you of the state of my arm? But is that the arm of your dominant hand? No, but it's still insane to believe I could have taken his knife away and killed him with only one arm. But what if he was asleep? What? His body was by the bed, right? Plus there was no sign of any struggling in the room. Maybe he was taking a nap when you found him in there and, you know, what is wrong with you? I think you panicked. I think you saw an opportunity present itself and took it. You scowled at the man. You wanted the killing him to end so badly, you let your instincts take over. The bloodlust within you, the depravity that Pachi has witnessed before. You can't deny any of it, so... If you're nothing but a filthy murderer, then no one should have any complaints about you being a sacrifice, right? You're serious. You actually want Pachi to choose me to be the one to die? It would be easier for all of us if you just admit to your crime, Ria. Then we can all accept this outcome as the end of the killing game. Why? How did we get here? This is the good ending we've been fighting all this time for? Alright, if that's the way you're playing this, Pachi, if you believe that whoever murdered the mastermind should be the one to die, then... It's Cecilia. She's the one who did it. You too? You saw me wake up in master bedroom and stay with me until Cecilia supposedly found Pachi's body. But how do we know that she wasn't the one who put him in the hallway in the first place? You're accusing me of killing the dog too? Wow, you're certainly brazen today. I thought it was strange, you see. Why was Cecilia so sure that Pachi's body was a warning? Why did she suggest that you two check the lower floors instead of the second floor where Pachi's body was found? You mean... She'd already killed the mastermind in the bedroom while she was wandering around alone. And once she realized the door didn't open in spite of that, she devised this plan. She wanted to frame me, make it look like I was the one who killed the mastermind while you two were downstairs. And then, if she could convince you to turn against me, that would guarantee your own safe escape. Oh. That's some impressive deductive reasoning. On the spot, too. Too bad you don't have any proof. And what proof do you have that I was able to kill that man with one arm? Again, the state of the room, our respective alibis. Oh, and here's another one. Why would I kill him with his own knife? And why were you carrying my own? That you could have switched the knives after killing him. Pachi, do you see any blood on my knife here? You could have wiped it off. Also, if I really wanted to frame you, I wouldn't have just left the knife stuck in his body like that. I would have hidden it somewhere in the bedroom and then later accidentally find it in the place you hidden it in. Your reasoning is still flawed. If it were really me, why would I just leave the knife stuck in the body? How should I know? Maybe you panicked from committing such a heinous crime. Maybe you wanted to pass it off as a suicide. Look, we're not getting anywhere with this. Pachi, as always, it's up to you. What? You've heard each of our arguments, and you're the only one who has a consistent alibi this entire time. No. We could have killed him while Oriana was passed out in the bedroom, and you were gone. Doesn't look like a consensus will be possible, so you'll have to be a tiebreaker. A tie? What the hell are you talking about? You're asking me to choose one of you to die. And I don't think either of us will object to your decision, right, Ria? Yes, the choice is yours, Pachi. As long as the killing game finally comes to an end, I'll accept whatever decision you make. Maria? Pachi, I'll lend you my knife. It's like the beginning of the game! Is this... Does it have to be like this? The most important thing is that you accept your choice, Pachi. There will be no turning back once you make your decision. I mean, I can always just load, but... Wait. Yeah. It's funny that the load is the same color as the no turning back text. They're both red. Make this one last choice and you'll never again be forced to experience a killing game. I didn't have a dream when I last woke up. I won't be rewinding time anymore. I guess the killing game finally ends because I make this one final choice. There'll be a choice that I can accept. A choice that I won't want to take back. It's time, Henry. Once you advance, there's no turning back time and no more pausing to think. Am I ready? Sure. I mean, we know from the intro that we can time this out. This is it. Oh, it's the same text as the intro. After all. Wait, is this going to reset to the beginning of the game? After all that's happened, it comes down to this. After all. All I have to do. I mean, I think you're the mastermind, but is make one final choice. I know I can time out. What happens if I do? Is there not going to be a timer this time? Let's wait a bit. Why would there be a timer in the intro but not here? I'll wait like a minute. Wait, can I click? Kill yourself? Jesus. Wait, that wasn't an option in the beginning. Okay, I don't think I can time out. I mean, I'll kill Cecilia then, because I think you're sus as fuck. Kill. CC. Can I really do this? End her story with my own hands? What happens if I pick don't kill? Did I go back to the... I can't. Then what should I do? Now is it gonna time me out? The icon's different now. What if I... Oh, yeah, there we go. Or is it gonna default to my last choice? I can't do it. But there's no other option, right? Maybe if I think about it from another angle. If I ignore all the options in front of me, then what could I do? Just open the door. What else could we do to get the door open? Think back to everything you saw. Just open the door. There was so much new information. All at once too. Felt out the chaotic emotions, the insanity of it all. Wait, why is this coming to mind? It's hardly an argument, barely even a clue, but it's the only lead I have left. Ria, Cece. I kind of want to go back and see what happens if we kill them now, but... Pachi? You two are hiding something from me. No shit. What do you mean? Why would we need to hide anything from Cece? You've said before that the Occult Club visited this house to confirm an urban legend. Yeah? And Ria, you said that there are exactly 3 members in the club, you, Cecilia, and Carol Maria. Yes, but Carol Maria didn't come with us, so that's a lie. What are you talking about? Carol Maria came to this house with you two. That's a fact. Ria, you don't like Cece, and you don't like the culprit. It's not exactly difficult to deduce. The only reason you joined the club was because Carol Maria didn't. There's no way you'd be here right now if it wasn't for your best friend dragging you along. That's not... Sorry, but does any of this matter? You're suggesting we find and kill Carol Maria or something? I don't know if I would go that far, but the fact that she's kept herself hidden this whole time is very suspicious. You're suggesting that Carol Maria might be the true mastermind behind this killing game? Yes. You, Ria, tell me the truth. There's nothing to tell. Carol Maria isn't here. And even if she was, she's not a murderous maniac. You dare accuse her of such heinous crime? I'll kill... Tell me the truth! Why are you two trying to make me decide? What is going on? Why are you doing this? These are your lives on the line here. I don't want to let either of you die. Don't make me decide. Please. Ria, I think it's time for a new plan. Huh, a new plan? Something I realized after checking something in the attic. Oh, but first... Okay, okay, like I said, they're in cahoots. What are you talking about? Wait, what happened? Oh look, Pachi's starting to wake up. Oh, back to the start of the game? Or no? Hi Pachi, are you feeling okay? Any dizziness? Cece, what? Oh, we're someone else now. What happened? What's wrong with my voice? Where'd my body? Oh yeah, see, about that. You're possessing the zombie's body right now. Huh? Possessing? Okay. So, the bracelet is something that makes the spirit possess the body of whoever it's on. That's what was happening with the dog, and that's what happened with us, I guess. Maybe the dog is Carol Maria or whatever. Possessing? What's that supposed to... Why am I tied to this chair? Did you... It really worked. Pachi is controlling his dead body. Ria, what's going on? Please, you have to tell me. How is this happening? Why are you two doing this? Actually, before we get into that, let me check on what you know already, Pachi. What I know? First of all, you know that you're already dead, right? How did you know that? I didn't... It's a bit of a complicated story, but okay, let's start from the beginning. Oh, actually, maybe it'd be better to hear it from her. Her? And then the blonde girl's gonna come walking in, and then I saw it. Craziest, most unbelievable sight. A new figure emerged from the library door, and now standing in front of me. She doesn't have the bracelet. Was me. Pachi was your name, right? Wait, you must be... Yeah, my name is Carol Maria. But you can call me Karma for short. Fuck you. Karma? Yeah, it's a nickname Cece came up with. Cool, right? Haha. But you lost all your memories, so you thought you were me, right? But the truth is, you're a spirit that was possessing my body this entire time. Okay, so I predicted this pretty early. A spirit. At that moment, it all started to make sense. How I remembered my own death, my true name, how my own face and body never felt right to me. How it always felt strange when I would be stabbed to death. And also, it was you. You were the voice screaming in my head. Oh, okay. You were the one forcing us to go back in time, restarting the killing game over and over. That's... Pachi, please just hear us out. Ria, once you know the whole truth, everything will make sense. Karma? It feels like years ago now. What fucking cockamamie explanation are we gonna get to explain all of this? It all started when the three of us, me, Cece, and Ria, we traveled all the way out here to check out the legend of the Black Magic Mansion. But as soon as you opened the door, I blacked out, and when I came to... The three of us were in the foyer of this house with that horrible red writing in the front door. Of course, we tried to ignore it at first. After all, the three of us were friends. There's no way we would turn against each other. We focused on trying to look for a way out, or at least some answers as to why we were trapped here. But then... I can't remember who died first anymore. Either Cece or Rhea suddenly snapped and the other one was murdered. It was like the worst possible nightmare. And I honestly thought that's what it was, because the very next moment... I woke up in the foyer again. Cece and Rhea were both alive and didn't remember what happened. Is this like part 1? Was part 1 this? And then part 2 is... But no, because we had the bracelet on our hand in part 1. My own memories faded away quickly, so I thought it really was just a gross dream. I started to forget about it and tried looking for a way out all over again. And then it happened again. Someone died. I screamed in despair. And then I woke up in the foyer again. This sequence kept going over and over until finally I realized what was going on. I was beginning to remember things that happened before time would rewind. Just like you, I also figured out the culprit was in the basement. But whenever we were able to confront him, he would kill one of us and then time would rewind yet again. There was no way out. I watched Cece and Rhea die over and over. Out of desperation, I even tried killing myself to set them free, but time would rewind just before I could fade away. I have no control over my ability to rewind time, probably because deep down I can't ever be okay with any of us dying, so I wouldn't stop. The killing game would restart, and no matter what I did, someone ends up dead. Even if I ask us all to do nothing, the culprit eventually comes and kills us. My memories were no longer fading. I started to remember everything, all the horrible details, over and 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 over again. The killing game repeated. What should have been a 20-hour killing game became days, weeks, months, years, maybe decades. The pain of dying, the pain of having your best friend die in front of you. The pain of watching your best friend become a murderer. Even the pain of killing your best friend with your own 2 hands. It was non-stop, endless. All I knew was pain, and no matter how much I struggled, I couldn't escape. I wanted to die. I wanted to fade away. I wanted to stop caring about my friends so I could leave them for dead. But no matter what attitude I had, it would always end the same. Time would flow back to the beginning. The beginning of yet another killing game. That's the name of the game! Until finally, right from the moment I woke up in the foyer once again, I broke. Ah! Karma? What happened? Did you have a nightmare? I can't do this anymore. What are you talking about? We only just woke up. No, we've been here forever. There's no way out. Karma. I don't want to reset the clock. I'm done trying to get a happy ending. God, Satan. Anyone, please just end this already. Have one of us die, or have all of us die. I don't care anymore. End this game. End it. Please. End it. End it, end it, end it, end it, end it, end it, end it. Karma, get a grip already. Rhea, this isn't you. You're the type to never give up, no matter how hard things get. But I want to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. Even if we all need to die, I just want this to finally end. Don't talk like that. Please, just tell us what happened. But as I was weakly telling them about my time traveling for possibly the millionth time. Oh, hello. That's when he appeared. You. Good evening. I understand you're having quite a bit of trouble with the writing on that door. Karma, is that a zombie? Guys, it's a real zombie. Why are you here? What are you up to? So it's true then. You come from the future. Oh, pardon my lack of etiquette. It has been quite some time since I have last spoken to guests. The blonde one appears to recognize me, but as for you other maidens, I hope you are not alarmed by my appearance. Let's see, my name is hardly relevant these days. Please refer to me as the Professor. You're so lame. The Professor? Enough small talk. Answer me, why are you up here? There's no need to be on guard. I do not intend to arm you for the duration of this conversation. I'm here right now to offer you a solution. A solution? You mean you'll let us leave? Unfortunately, that won't be possible. The solution is regarding your unwanted time-traveling ability. My apologies for eavesdropping on your private conversation. You're really polite for an evil zombie mastermind. What's the solution? It's this object here. The bracelet. Bracelet? No, it's not a wrist shackle. Simply put this on and your body will be possessed by a spirit pulled from hell. Okay. My body will... Wait, a spirit? What? And we're expected to believe that? I assure you, it is no joke nor exaggeration. If I understand your dilemma correctly, any conclusion of the killing game triggers your power to restart it, regardless of your own will, right? Yes? That should not come as a surprise. It is only human to desire your friend's safety and fear for your own life. If your time-traveling ability does indeed extend from your unyielding spirit, then why not cut it at the source? By allowing the spirit to possess your body, your own consciousness will fall into a deep slumber. In other words, the spirit will take your place in the killing game, and you will be blind to its ultimate outcome. It's fucking stupid. That's karma you're not thinking of. As I unfortunately cannot spare all of your lives, is this not an ideal proposition for both our sides? I assure you that, as a being from hell, the spirits will most certainly make a decisive choice to end someone's life. And so long as your consciousness is in a deep, unknown slumber, your curse should not activate. While I cannot say which of you three shall perish, the tragic loop you've been enduring will finally come to a definitive end. Karma, no matter how well spoken he is, you can't trust a psychopath who insists on someone getting murdered. Okay, so the plan messed up because the spirit that got pulled is us, and we just kept trying to reset the ending over and over. There has to be another way. We'll find it. Yeah, you're right, Ria. I'm sorry, Mr. Professor, but I have to decline your proposition. Oh, wait, we're not doing it? But getting to meet a spirit from hell would have been so cool, though. Cecilia, be quiet. You're certain that you will not change your mind? Yes, I can't just escape the responsibility like that and let some stranger kill my friends. But can we negotiate some more? Exactly why can't you spare our lives? Depending on what your goal is, maybe we can. Even if time will rewind, so be it. Alright. Karma? Wait. Did that really just happen? Did that just happen? He's right behind me, isn't he? No! This is our only option. I'm sure after a few more loops you will change your mind. And it ended up exactly as he said. Even though I remembered that conversation with the professor, I still made no progress finding us a way out. I looked through several more killing games, and my heart continued to crumble even more. And eventually, I gave up. The professor appeared and I accepted his offer before he could even explain it. And the last thing I said to my friends before abandoning them was, no matter what the spirit decides, no matter who gets killed, be it one of you two or even me, accept the outcome, accept it as the ending to this story. You know what happened next, don't you, Pachi? Even though you all left the final decision to me, nothing changed. Your ability to rewind time was still activated whenever someone died, and no matter how hard Cece and Rio tried to pressure me, I refused to kill anyone. So now we're stuck at the same... What would have happened if I did kill one of them? Now we're stuck at the same impasse. The last part is where you're wrong. Huh? Let me take over from here, Karma. Okay. Pachi, do you remember when you jumped through the basement hatch and into the underground passage? Yeah. That hatch is a gate to hell. Oh, okay. What? To summarize the important details, it's a place where the boundary between the living and dead is very thin. Living people like us can't interact with it, but a spirit like you, well, you would get burned to death because that's the process of the gate pulling you back to where you belong. So in other words, if we cast the shackles harboring you into the fires of the gate from whence you came, it's effectively the same as killing you. Yeah, that makes sense. And if you die like that, the condition from the front door would be met. And all three of you can escape. How do you know that? Pachi, we finally found a way for all of us to escape. As someone who's already dead, won't you please show mercy for those who still have their whole lives ahead of them? I wish I didn't need to ask you to do this. From what Cece and Ria told me, you're actually a very kind soul who genuinely tried to protect all of us. But now, I need to ask you to make the ultimate sacrifice. Please set us free from this never-ending killing game. I'm begging you, Pachi. Hang on a second. Just gotta do one quick thing real quick. Okay. We found it. A solution that ends the killing game and lets everyone escape with their lives. And as for me, I've already lived my life. Did I really have the right to deny them of theirs? Okay, but who are we? Are we the son? Is that who we are? Are we the daughter? Carmen looks torn about this. We shared a body for so long that I can tell she doesn't want to do this. It might be best if I make my decision before I too become someone she relies time to rescue. As for Cece and Ria, I don't think I could bear to see them die again. I already couldn't make the choice to kill either of them before. I guess it's not a difficult decision to make. Truly, the final choice. Okay, what if I wait, though? What if I don't really want to? There we go. There it is. Nah, I'm good. It makes sense. This is the ending I've been seeking. Way to save everyone. I finally found it. Karma's been through absolute agony. She doesn't deserve any more of this. She deserves to be set free. Why? I'm already dead. Why shouldn't I do it? I'll finally have a happy ending. It's the right thing to do. What's going on? Who are you? Why are you trying to prolong this? This nightmare has been going on far too long already. I mean, not that long. Have you seen 100 lines? Now that's fucking long. There's something wrong here. Huh? Something's wrong? What does that mean? Why does it matter? Think carefully about this. Yeah, there's still some unexplained mysteries. Wait, could it be? Rejecting the true ending. Pachi, is something wrong? I think I figured it out. The reason why we can't let it end like this. What's going on? Why did Pachi suddenly go silent? Beats me. I better tread carefully here, otherwise they'll think I'm trying to weasel my way out of getting sacrificed. Deep breaths. Be ready for this, Henry. If you mess up your deductive reasoning here, it's game over for all of us. Okay, so this is like the test at the end of the game to see if I was paying attention. Okay, let's lock in. Heard to Pachi. If you don't mind waiting just a moment, I would like us to discuss something before I give my answer. Discuss something. What is it? There's something I realized just now, something the rest of you might not have realized yet. What's going on? Are you trying to get us to spare you or something? Just hear me out. It's strange that you all think that killing me will let you escape. After all, the professor's death didn't open it? Even though we found the professor, found his body dead in the bedroom upstairs, the front door didn't open for us, even though it's always opened without fail before. The professor. But yeah, I suppose that was kind of strange. But I mean, he was the mastermind, right? Maybe he was an exception to the rule. No, there's more to it. The reason why the professor death didn't open the front door is simple. It was because he was dead from the start. He's the owner of the house. He didn't actually die. It's either 1 or 3. Tree in the sense that he just put like the ink over him, like the red ink over his body, or it could be he was dead from the start, and that was the thing about the wrist, was that he had like a shackle on him that was making his body being possessed. He was dead from the start. He was already dead from the start. Remember when we found this body in the basement? Sissy checked for a pulse and got nothing. In other words, the professor's already dead. That's why he can't die like the front door requires. And that's why, as someone who's also dead, I also can't die in a way that will open the door. You realize midway through your argument that doesn't help us at all, did you? Also, you forget that what I just explained earlier? If we throw your shackles into the gate to hell, that will open the door. Crap, that could have gone better. Okay, go back. He was pretending. He didn't actually die. He's not dead. That's the only explanation. He's not dead? Wow, okay. You lost me, Pachi. You do know you're possessing his rotting corpse right now. I'm aware, but my point still stands. The professor's not dead. Okay. Then explain the corpse. Remember, we found a knife stuck into it earlier. The body I'm currently in is someone else's corpse. It's an artificial body. It's a soulless shell. It's a puppet you can control. Okay, what's the difference between soulless shell and a puppet you can control? Isn't that the same thing? It's an artificial body. It's a life-size mobile doll designed to look like a rotting corpse. In other words, this is a decoy planted by the professor too. Pachi, you've officially lost us. There's no mistake that your current body is the very one that approached us at the beginning of the killing game, and it was definitely capable of regular human speech. But if you're still not convinced, I could stick my knife into your chest and try pulling out some organs? No, that won't be necessary. Furthermore, do you believe you could be talking to us right now if your body was indeed an inanimate object? I've heard of ghosts inhabiting objects, but never of them being able to speak aloud while doing so. I thought you were supposed to be an occult skeptic. Okay, maybe this isn't a doll, but... Okay. Rewind a little bit. Rewind. I still have my time travel powers. It's someone else's corpse. It doesn't belong to the professor. This is a different man's body. After all, the way we found his body in the basement and how it matches up with the man from the launch photos, his body has to be that of the father of the house. And your point is, I'm saying the professor and the father of the house are two different people. In other words, we should be searching for the professor right now, the mastermind behind the skilling game. Pachi, all three of us can attest to your body being the professor's. We all watched as he appeared in person and gave Karma the shackles containing your soul. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, these two are like the same thing in my mind. How is one different than the other? It's a soulless shell. It's indeed the professor's body, but without his soul. His soul? Is not the same as being dead? No. His soul has left his body, but it's still technically alive and is somewhere in this house. This is officially getting ridiculous. We've been through way more ridiculous things than this, Rhea. Tusk. Fine, then riddle me this. How does a soul move around freely while still being alive? By inhabiting a host. He's in a host. Someone or something is carrying his soul around. A host? You sure you're not just making things up? Have you forgotten already? How am I currently possessing this body right now? The wrist shackle. But that's specific to you. How do you know the professor's doing something similar? You guys explained to me earlier that my soul is bound to a wrist shackle, but just now, I realized something. There's multiple wrist shackles. Yeah, obviously. I have a lot of reason to believe there's more than one of these wrist shackles. Don't you dare say it's because shackles usually come in pairs. No. Thinking back now, I've seen something that looks just like wrist shackles at least 2 times before. Remember Pachi's collar? His collar. Ah! You really never realized this? Are you that is, oh my god, that is so stupid. Okay, so from Rhea's perspective, she went to this mansion, she got knocked out, she wake up, her friend went crazy, said she's repeating this a million times, then the zombie came up and put a shackle on her wrist that made her be possessed by the spirit of someone else. And then you see a dog with the exact same shackle, and you don't make the connection in your head? Really? Exactly, it looked like a wrist shackle, didn't it? And Cece, remember when you fought the professor while he was pretending to be a zombie? Huh? Oh, that's kind of a blur now. No worries, because I remember. Oh, I didn't... Wait, really? I went back in the video and I didn't notice that. You know what it is? I went back in the video and I just looked at this hand. I didn't look at this hand. That's stupid. On his left wrist, there was something like a metal shackle wrapped around it. You mean... Yes. I think just like me, the professor's soul is also bound to a wrist shackle. And all the times any of us saw Pachi or the professor moving, well... Okay. I'm sorry. If they were moving because of his shackle, he was possessing them, just like I was with Karma. He's possessing the dog, okay? Sure. How does he get... He's a dog right now. How does he get the shackle from the dog's body to the mummy's body as a dog? How does he do that? Wait, which one was he? The dog or the corpse? He was both of them. Wait, isn't that impossible? No, it's possible after all. None of us have ever seen both Pachi and the zombie in the same place at the same time. This is great. Wait, but when we found Pachi's body... And then the professor's body in the bedroom. There was nothing, no collar, no wrist shackles. Exactly. And there's only one explanation for that. It's moved to find a new... After each one died, the wrist shackle pulled itself free to go search for a new host. That's why we don't know where it is, and thus we don't know where the professor... No, that's the... Someone picked it up. Probably Cecilia. Someone took the professor's wrist shackle, and that person still has it. This is it. This explains why something's been feeling so off for the past while. Henry, don't mess up here. The one who took the professor's wrist shackle was... Cece, it was you. You took the wrist shackle containing the professor's soul. Huh? Why would I do that? The reason you took the wrist shackle is... You love occult stuff. You picked it up by mistake. You were forced to take it. You love the occult. Obviously, you wanted it as a... Wait, that's stupid. Come on, don't joke around. The real reason you took the wrist shackle is... You found it on the floor and... Wait, why would she do that? She was there when Karma took my shackle. She wouldn't know what would happen. That means, well, the real reason, you're forced. You didn't want to take it. It was forced onto you. Isn't that right? Professor? No, seriously, I have no idea what you're talking about. Pachi, what are you doing? Then let me ask you just one question. And if you answer correctly, I'll back off. About 10 years ago, what did Serena kill? It comes back. Who? Serena? Sorry, I guess it's been too long that I don't remember that name. Pachi, are you saying? It all makes sense now. Ever since we found Pucci's body, you've been actually acting strange. We can't go back to that. We're so close to the truth. Why don't we find the true mastermind? But there was no such person in the basement now, is there? That's... Unless you want to claim that the mindless rotting zombie is someone the cunning mastermind behind all this. But it might be exactly that. Maybe he's pretending to be mindless, or he lost his sanity just before he attacked. Either way, what do you propose we do then? It's not like we have any clue as to where that zombie went. And as you recall, we're giving 20 hours. Time is running out. Cece, what are you doing? We're supposed to be a team now, right? Why are you trying to restart the killing game? Man, I should have killed Cece when I had the option earlier. It was weird. You were so calm, so cold. You said Pucci was killed somewhere else, then left in the hallway as a warning with a lot of confidence. Almost as though that was your plan. You wanted to use Pucci's death to pressure me. That's kind of flimsy reasoning, Pachi. I found Pucci's body first, so naturally I had the most time to think about what we could do next. No, that's only the first thing I noticed. Next, there was the time we found the body in the bedroom. There's no signal. Cecilia, how about you? Huh? Oh, what is it? Looks like you don't have a signal either. Yeah, I guess we'll have to try again later. Oh, you didn't... She didn't know... I see. That's what I thought that was. She didn't know her passcode. What's wrong, Pachi? You're staring at me. Oh, sorry. It's nothing. You were really confused and unexcited. Almost as though you didn't recognize your own phone. Huh? Is that really such a weird thing to do? It's just a phone, right? Plus, without any signal, it's not useful for anything. What's with you all? Cecilia, you love your phone. You play with all those games that require you to open them daily. True! The foreshadowing. We heard her talk about gacha games. Why didn't you try to play with your Pokemon game right away? I knew it. Finally, we have what you said just moments earlier. Pachi, do you remember when you jumped through the basement hatch and into the underground passage? Yeah. The hatch is a gate to hell. What? To summarize the important details, it's a place where the boundary between the living and dead is very thin. Living people like us can't interact with it, but a spirit like you, well, we get burned to death because that's the process of the gate pulling you back to where you belong. So in other words, if you cast the shackles harboring you into the fires of the gate from whence you came, it's effectively the same as killing you. And if you die like that, the condition for the front door would be met. Okay, it's like I said when we first read this, like, how would she know that? And all three of you can escape. How? How do you know that hatch is a gate to hell? How do you know my burning to death is equivalent to me returning to hell? Okay, we're acting like this is like a big deduction, like detective moment. I feel like that's something the two of them should have picked up. Like, wait, why do we know this is gonna work exactly? How do you know that doing that will meet the condition of the front door? How do you know so much? you never thought of this before? Really? Just so stupid. You're really keen on making me some kind of demon here. No, I'm not. Cece is. Cece is no demon. She thinks and acts really differently from average girls, but she's as human as any of them. She protected us from getting attacked. She watched over us, giving us encouragement when we needed it. She wants all of us to escape safely. She would never try to restart the killing game the way you did. Professor. Oh. What a twist. Okay, but Cece was still acting sus even before she put the bracelet on. Like the whole thing with the chair and the windows and like... Yeah, it took you long enough to figure it out. Heh. Hehehehe. Cece? Karma, take a step back. I'm impressed, Pachi. I wonder if you worked as a detective while you were alive. So it's true then. Yes, it is as you surmised. There's no point in denying it anymore. Huh. So fucking goofy. Good evening. I am the professor, or more specifically, the spirit of the professor, bound to a wrist shackle, much like yourself, and currently overriding the consciousness of this girl named Cecilia. This isn't an act, is it? Why are you in Cecilia's body? What's your plan right now? Why, you ask? I suppose considering what you all have been through, I can disclose some of my motivations. My goal is to escape this house. Escape, but isn't this your house? It is indeed, but due to black magic I utilize, it's become something of a prison for me. To summarize quickly, the only means of me escaping this place is to offer souls to the hatch, the gate to hell. Offer souls? That's why you said you couldn't spare your lives? To clarify, I said I couldn't spare all your lives. This is because after decades of collection, I now need only one more sacrifice, one last person to die in my house. And that's why we started the killing game. It's certainly a cleaner way to obtain what I need, wouldn't you say? I detest cutting down people, especially women and children. You all seem confused. Perhaps my explanation were lacking due to their brevity. Very well, how about this? In honors of your undeterred efforts and expert deductions, I will answer any three questions you may have. Okay, and I can cheat this, obviously. Questions. We will soon be approaching the ending until ordeal. I wouldn't mind giving everyone a sense of closure. The ending. The others still appear stunned, so Pachi, you should take the reins for this as well. Go ahead and ask me anything you'd like me to explain. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I think I'll stop for now because this has been a really long episode anyway. Next episode is probably the end. I mean, this whole explanation was very goofy. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's pretty fun. It's not very like. It's pretty silly, I guess. I'll talk more about my thoughts when I actually finish the game. But I still feel like a lot of questions are not answered. I'm sorry I keep coming back to this, but what was the deal with that fucking chair in the kitchen? Anyway, gonna end here for now. See you next time for the thrilling conclusion.